And does it look taller? Well, we'll see.
It doesn't want to stay in the center. All right. Good morning. It's happy snowy Wednesday. Right?
It is.
It's probably snowing in your area too.
Yeah, we're getting, it's kind of like, I was talking to the neighbor over here this morning that has the great car detailing place, Tim. And they were last week in Cuba, and he is just glowing, you know, from all the sun. He said they spent about a week all in the ocean. They had a great time. But we were agreeing that so far it's been a good winter. And, you know, this morning, yes, it's snowing, but it's a Canadian winter, and we have really been blessed with a pretty mild January. So I just think we'll just be grateful for all of that. And the snow is a little crunchy. We got one of those, Home Depot had them, and they called it like a snow scraper kind of thing, but it's like a big squeegee, and it's about this wide, shaped like this, and with a telescope handle. And on snow days, you just, instead of, you know, with the brush where it get it all over, you just go zoop, zoop. Sorry, Tammy. And zoop, zoop, and you get the snow off. So it's awesome. And I just keep it in the garage, and, you know, because can't park in the garage. Anyway, so I don't know if there's anybody else that has to do some.
Yeah, I have to scrape too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's a snow day for a lot of the schools.
But I heard yesterday people were like, oh, if it's snowing tomorrow, it's going to be a sewing day. So there should be a lot of sewing going on today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, so who do we have this morning? I'm seeing lots of names.
Susan and Sandy.
Oh, and there's Sue. Yeah.
Sharon, she's saying it's a sewing day.
Awesome.
So
we have a few things to show you. And there's Janice Leverton and Patty Meritons. And
there's
Carol.
She's in her PJs.
Yeah, lots of people.
Karen's in Florida. It's not snowing in Florida, I hope.
No, I think Kathy Kouth is still down there, and Tilly.
Oh, Gail's baking bread, and then she's going to the sewing room.
Oh.
That smells lovely.
Doesn't it? There's nothing like the smell of home-baked bread in the house.
Got to bring some of that bread with you in the sewing room.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Cindy. We're wishing Gwen a good recovery. There's Agnes, Kathy Bursminski. Oh, Erica.
Erica says every day is a sewing day. That's true, too. But then we get special sewing days, I guess, when there's nothing else going on. Mm-hmm. Oh, but Sandy's painting her living room, so that needs to be done, too.
I'm not a good painter. I think they pay me not to paint. I put a shower cap on, I tape everything, and I still wear more paint than...
I like painting.
I just don't, it's not that I don't like it. I try to do a good job. It's just not going to happen for me.
Yeah, then
you know? So Bill's just like, please don't. You can tape. So what do we got for door prizes?
Okay, for door prizes, I have a decal. It says, it's a little heart with a needle through it. It's I Heart Sewing. You can put that on your window, on your car, wherever. You could be creative with that.
I have one that I keep wanting to put on my van window. And when the weather's good, I keep forgetting about it. When the weather's like this, I think, oh yeah, I got to get it on my window,
yeah.
Which is not appropriate this weather.
And then there's a tote bag that says, we quilt this city on rock and roll.
Tammy, that's so cute.
And then there's 8 black and white fat quarters. So
nice,
you could have
neutrals.
some fun with that.
And what do they have to do to be able to win one?
Well, make a comment and we'll put your name in the draw. And then
Arlene is busily writing away. And we would say TAMI for John Lawrence and everybody else. Tammy at Cherished Pieces.
So, yep, if you want something, email us. We're happy to help you.
Hey, Kathy Betteridge. Good morning. And there's Pat Lynn. Oh, we're just so glad to see you.
All right, so where shall we start?
What about this?
All right.
What do we
so
got?
some one-ofs. Let's do what we have left in the store. Last chance kind of thing. This is a Northcott panel. The little baby safari, or Noah's Ark, I guess you could call it.
Yep, 36 by 44. So it's good size, and it's very cute. Their artwork is excellent, as is the quality of the fabric, and it is $22.
And we have 2 of these. So last chance for those. We also have one more quilt kit of this little
And see, we're thinking spring a
Quilt.
little bit.
kit with the little trucks and the flower market border and the little flowers in the center. So I have one more kit left in that. The kit is $75 and it's 45 by 54.
Why don't we make it $60 for the last one? We'll take 15 off.
Okay, so if you'd like to have that, let us know.
And we have to say, like, when you want something, you need to let us know, because this bus trip that we advertised, we sent out something on Friday, put it up on Facebook. Saturday, the phone rang like crazy. Our bus is full. Like Saturday, I think when we left at the end of the day, we had 10 seats left. Well, they were filled by 2 minutes after 10
Yesterday. Yep.
So it's
So we're looking,
definitely a go, but it's full.
looking forward to that. Okay.
So,
You want to take care of these? Some of these?
sure.
All right, maybe we should do those.
And so we have some fun fat quarters. These are $3.50 a piece. So maybe we'll just look at these beer cans and beer mugs. These are great for guys. And we've got Super Bowl going to come up next, I think the 12th. And we've got chips and open cans and peanuts. And there's some pretzels. A great quilt for a guy. Just something
What does
fun.
this one say?
Everything.
Oh, just about beer. Everything about beer.
Draft bill, brewery.
Blending, craft, amber,
Chilled,
pub. Yep.
So just some fun fat quarters. And we have, they're $3.50 a piece. And I think I was going to maybe put those in I think I've got a couple bundles available. So these would be fun.
We also have one last Star Wars 1 yard cut. It's $16. So if you've got somebody that loves Star Wars that you're looking for a Star Wars print, there you go.
That's a great focus print.
We also have a new fat quarter friendly quilt book by Annie's. And these are the ones that are $13 and have a bunch of patterns in them and no ads. So if you have a whole stash of fat quarters, that might be fun to look through and make something.
Yeah, there's great inspirations in there. And I like that they even show some like thumbnails on the back of the book. Did we show them the new Missouri Star book?
No, we have not.
Okay.
There's one on the I don't think so. We also have
Okay, I'll
the
go get it.
Gardens of Riches quilt. It's a in the beginning book. It also has a few patterns in it. They always have wonderful designs, and that's $22.99.
And Jenny's new book, the new block book is out. Look at that. That's so cute with her grandchildren. And they look cute. Anyway, there's some great patterns. And of course, there's there's always 10 projects in there. So she's got some good ones this time, and we sell them for $9. So it's a magazine. And of course, her instructions are awesome, and they're backed up with tutorials. She's got some nice stories. And as Tammy said about the Annie's book, no ads.
Yeah.
So it's great. There's Wendy Asher from Windsor, and I just saw, it was a lady before. She was up in, not Owen Sound, but Lion's Head up in that area. So I bet they have lots of snow. Carolyn McKenzie, Beth Lucan.
Okay. There's also a new pattern by Elizabeth Hartman called Lookout. So it's got that woodland theme with the little animals peeking out.
Look at those bears.
And there's a little bunny on the bottom and a little deer. And there's different sizes. Baby, there's a picnic quilt, and then a lap quilt. And that's $25 for that pattern.
Yeah, they do a nice job.
We also have these thread stands. I don't know if you've been in the store and noticed them before. Here, I'm going to try to... sorry.
Well, are you pulling a Cynthia?
I am. So they're metal. They're very heavy duty.
They're
And,
welded, yeah.
yeah,
They're one ofs, yeah.
They're very well made. It's going to last forever.
It's like a piece of art.
And so that would be a wonderful gift.
We had somebody that bought one at the retreat, and she does handwork, and she was so excited that we still had one
Oh, good.
at the last January retreat.
Oh.
And we've got one coming up in a couple weeks. I think I might have 2 seats left, but February 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
What else do we have?
Forgot about these. We have, oh, are you going to go down? Okay. We have March placemats. So these are panels of 6. And we have coordinating yardage to go with it. These panels,
happy little shamrocks.
The size of the placemats is 12 by 22, or that's like when you cut it out. I just did like a flip and sew. Just did, oh man, I've got them all upside down. I guess I should have looked at this beforehand. So I just did some simple stitching around echoing the pattern. And those would be fun for St. Patrick's Day. I think it was $18.50 for the panel to do 6 placemats.
The metal flower is actually a thread stand, Barbara Hayward. She's asking, what is a metal flower for? It's a thread stand, and it will never break, and it's just awesome. So you can put some bobbins on there and your thread, and it doesn't move. So we should talk about this gorgeous quilt behind us. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Come on over, Arlene.
All right.
I think you're going to maybe help her lift it up.
Okay. All right. I'll stay over here then.
All right.
Okay, you're on.
This is my vintage Farm Girl 2 quilt that I made pretty much last winter. I had a lot of help from my daughter, Leanne. She was online schooling, and when I was at work, she would cut for me. So I'd get home from work and there would be 1 or 2 blocks cut, ready to go, and I could just sew. Because the cutting was very daunting for me, so there's a lot of cutting. But I had a lot of fun with it, and Leanne and I worked on it together. So I had a lot of input from her for colors too. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to make, and it was custom quilted by Margaret, and she did a beautiful job. It just makes the quilt pop, and I'm really quite happy with it. So
let's pull up the bottom half and let people see, because this is a huge quilt.
Yeah, it's really big.
I'd maybe just put it against the against the wall.
Like this?
Like, up like that. Yeah, I think people can see that maybe better.
So yeah, there's some more of those. It's just fun to look at because your individual blocks.
And you have this on your bed, do you?
No, I haven't found a home for it yet, but I will.
Gosh, you did a fabulous job, Arlene.
It's so fun to look at. And everywhere you look, there's like something new you haven't seen.
Yeah, we just like you to know that we do some fun things too.
Yeah.
And
it turned out really nice.
Things that happen in Tammy's sewing room and Arlene's sewing room.
And in yours.
And there's some happy going on in my sewing room right now too.
Yeah,
so we wanted to share. Arlene, thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much for bringing this in and showing us.
Let me take it down.
Yeah. Let's take this. I don't want to get anything on it. So
I'm going to give it to
we'll
you.
take a minute to put it.
So we're just going to show, that was from the Farm Girl Vintage 2, right?
Yeah.
So the quilt that she had up was this one that's on the cover. I think we showed this, last week. And then, you know, if you were interested in the other one, this was the first book that Lori Holt did. And so like we were saying before, you could just mix and match. You wouldn't have to do exactly like that. If you don't like pigs, then don't put pigs in it. If you love bees, add more bees, you know?
And some of the blocks I made bigger instead of the smaller ones because I liked them more. See, because you have the option of making a 6-inch or a 12-inch block. So I mixed and matched those up a little bit too.
That's always fun when you can like make it your own. And we always say patterns are just suggestions.
Yeah,
right?
Inspirations.
All right. So I think you're getting some information about classes.
I wanted to show this cutie pie guy again here.
So this is Willie Melt. And now we did kit him. Do you remember the price of the kit, Arlene?
No, you want me to
Doesn't
look?
really
No,
matter.
But you know, you can get this kit looking exactly like this.
So we talked to Darlene, and she is going to do a class on that. Some of you asked for that last week, and that one is going to be February. I'm going here. Willie Melt. February 20th on a Wednesday, 9:30 to 3:30. And we'll be getting ready here. I'm just working on getting an email ready to send out.
Okay.
So we have some other classes coming up, but this was definitely a new addition, and it was because you asked for it. One of the things we'd like to know is, are there classes that you would like to see? like that you would like us to run. You know, we're always interested to know if there's enough people that would like, you know, something like courthouse steps or something, drunkard's path, something that, you know, that you're seeing and you would like a class on that. Let us know and we can do something. Oh, Sue Miller, you're in Florida. Good for you.
So you could like just make a comment, or you could email us, you know, if there's a technique or just something that maybe you've wanted to do but don't have the oomph to do. I don't know.
Yeah. Or you know, would like some instruction on how to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that could be fun. I think we have one spot left in our featherweight class coming up next in a couple Saturdays. Saturday, February 4th.
Mm-hmm.
You said there was one spot.
One spot,
left.
as far as I know.
Then we have Windswept, which is that gorgeous one when you come in the door, February 18th. Willie Milk Counting Bunnies, Thursday, February 23rd. Frances is going to come back and do that over-the-shoulder bag that she did before, and we have 2 dates for her, March 3rd and April 5th. And then our beginner class starts in April. I'm just looking here. April. Oh my goodness, Cynthia. April 18th and 20th. Because the first week we're going to do 2 classes. And then it will be Tuesdays for the next 6 weeks after that, because it's an 8-week class. Yeah, and that's what we have so far.
There is a snowman kit for that Willie Melt. We just have forgotten how much it is. It's upstairs right now.
Yeah,
so
and you don't have to do them like that. You can do it from your scraps, because there's a pattern available. I think I'm putting in there, you know, kit available, or, you know, make up your own.
Right. Okay. Maybe we should show some fabric today.
Well, we could.
Well, let's start here. So this is a new line by Marcus Fabrics called Redwood Cupboard.
Now we have some people that were looking for some reproductions. Okay, I'm going to get closer. We lowered the microphone, so Judy, is that better? I'm hoping. Can you maybe, Darlene, maybe just shift the camera. We want them to see where that microphone is.
You have to switch your screen.
You have to switch the camera. Just for a
there you
minute.
go. See?
See? Right here. So we've lowered it so that we're hoping that's better. Okay. So Elaine and Mary Weber, I'm just saying, we've got some, and there's another fabric line that we'll be showing you next week that's reproduction also.
There's just
Look at these.
some browns.
And I'm trying to think of the designer for this. Does it say on there?
Pambuda.
Yeah, she does some really nice reproduction.
All right, let's try.
And I want to say there is a jelly roll for this too.
Yeah, there's quite a few, so I guess maybe we'll take some off.
Okay, I could do that.
And these are $17 a yard.
They're printed in Japan. I think it's Japan. And Marcus does a lovely job with these. You can mix and match them with others that you have in your stash. So this is a pretty, I think there's 20 in this line.
So it's a good
and we
size.
bought all 20. So nice scales, reds and browns and creams. And we'll kind of go from there.
Lots of variety in the prints.
Yes, there is.
There's a bigger scale right there with that flower.
Oh, and I guess I just got a little notice from Darlene. She said that the class, I said 20th and it's the 22nd. Wednesday's the 22nd. And we'll be sending out an email.
Somebody's asking, what does reproduction mean?
Well, it's kind of like the old Civil War. Like they've reproduced some of the fabrics, the prints that were popular, you know, 100 or 200 years ago. That you were seeing in some of these settler quilts.
So somebody asked
the old ones in the museums and stuff. So maybe we could slide these this way and bring these this way. And it's a line at 20, it really
yeah,
is.
there's...
I mean, they can be used for, you know, in other projects too.
It is quite a collection. Last one.
Yeah, that's what I said, Diane. I said, yep, Mary Weber. And Elaine, that's Rhonda's friend, Elaine.
Oh, yes, yes.
She was
Remember
asking
Elaine
too.
now.
Yeah, there's, I
And
know
there's-
that there's more than, and then we have a jelly roll of this collection, and there's 42.5-inch strips, and that is $67. So we brought in some of those also. Good morning, Diane.
I saw somebody asking if there's going to be a fat quarter bundle in these.
They did not print a fat quarter bundle. We maybe will,
We could make our own.
yeah, maybe that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Well, do we want to talk about this lovely quilt behind us?
Yes. So, oh, I forgot to grab the pattern. Do you remember what it is? It's a 3-yard kit anyway. So if you look in the center, your 3-yard kit would finish to here. And then we thought, well, why stop there? Why don't we just add this beautiful outer border? And then it makes it really big. It's like 62 by 77. So instead of your lap, you know, you now have something you could actually put on a single bed, or somebody's taller that would like to have more room to snuggle.
Yeah, and you know, if you find one of these lovely border prints, then you know you take that as your inspiration for your colors, and you know all you need is 3 colors that you can pull out of that border print, and you have this beautiful quilt that's just bigger and still pretty easy to put together.
So that's just to inspire you to think outside the 3-yard quilt box, I guess.
Yeah, let's do some show and tell. Then we have some wide backs to show you.
There's Patty.
Oh, Patty, that's so pretty. This is a baby quilt that she's made.
Another one. That's sweet too.
It is sweet. I think they're gonna be having another grandchild too.
And there's Rhonda.
Yes, remember
Rhonda, Marnie.
I know.
Marnie, I'm sorry.
We like to tease you, Marnie. But yes, we showed Elaine's lovely quilts last week, and we forgot to show yours. So 2 weeks ago, yes, you got.
So there they are together. So the story is that one of their good friends has passed away, and they inherited some of her stash. So the big tree on your left, they both incorporated into their quilt as a remembrance about their friend and just all the wonderful memories that they have. And so they had a lot of fun making those, and it was just a really nice story. We love to hear the stories with quilts.
Yeah, we do, and I mean that would be a very therapeutic project too. I think.
And they're so happy together when they're shopping.
Yeah. Oh, look at this lovely one that Marlene Mayhew's done.
And isn't that all flannel? Yes. Yeah, so it's a flannel fat quarter bundle, I believe, that she made into this lovely warm quilt.
Yeah, that'll be nice and warm and cuddly. And we have, just reminding you, we have, to the end of this month, we have some fabrics here that we've taken $4 a yard off. We've put them in one area. There's some orientals and some purples. We have our coffee line. There's some 30s and She Who Sews. So some sewing theme fabrics.
And those are $4 off per yard.
Yeah. And then we still have our clearance at the back.
Okay.
So let's look. We noticed we were out of purples. And look at these gorgeous
for wide
purples.
backs. Yeah, purple
brought in.
wide backs always go in our store.
So these wide backs are all $28 a yard.
I'll put them on my side.
And
That one's got neat. It's almost like a mermaid style or something. I don't know why.
oh, that's kind of neat. I like
Like
when
the
you see-
shells maybe and the bubbles. I don't know.
Good imagination. I think this is like dry brush.
Yes, that's the dry brush. The
That's
whole
a
line that
lovely,
we got. Yep.
lovely purple. And then these are some new backings we've been waiting for a while from P&B. And look at that. Nice kind of neutral, but with some,
It's kind of like a grid. I don't know what you would say that pattern is.
but it's nice.
It's very
and-
interesting.
Yeah, it's neutral, like there's something going on, but your quilting will still show very nice.
It's almost
But
like
it
a woven.
Yeah, but it has a nice texture to it. And here it is in like a pale green.
So there's kind of like that sand color and then more of like this moss green, sage green.
Yeah, and this has got some blues in it, kind of a bluey gray.
Yeah, I love this one.
And Tammy, we love when you love something. Let's
Oh,
look
another
at-
blue.
and
Blue gray.
there's kind of like, and there's another nice one.
Yeah, so there's lots of variety there. our wide back area is growing.
It
So
is.
there's lots to check out. Okay.
So I think we went over the classes. We mentioned that the bus trip is full. I had a couple spots in February if there was any interest there. We did our show and tell. And I think it's time for Arlene to rattle that bag and let's see who
The door
comes
prize.
out.
So for the little vinyl decal,
And you could even put that on your sewing machine if
yeah,
you
you
wanted.
could.
Yeah.
Denise Cullen.
Denise, congratulations.
The tote bag.
Timothy Walters.
Oh, Timothy, congratulations.
We're
And
glad
then-
you're watching us.
The 8 black and white fat quarters.
Is Ina Vanderkoy.
Ina, congratulations.
Right, you guys, or all of you can let me know if you're going to pick it up or if you need it mailed.
Oh, and there is Bev Meyer from St. Andrews, New Brunswick.
I'm sure she's got snow.
Yeah, but in a piece of heaven.
Very lovely area.
Mary Crow, good morning. And there is Peggy Maskell. So everybody have a great week. We look forward to seeing you next week. Stay healthy, be happy, and sew.
Yeah, happy sewing.